Here we are in Hoxton Square with the founder of Swapfiets, Richard.
Swapfiets is a bicycle subscription company. So we have 4 bicycles that you can rent on a monthly basis, and it includes all services, repairs, theft insurance, and all those kinds of things. It's our goal to provide, let's say, hassle-free cycling. So you don't need to invest in a bicycle, you don't need to look for different technology or stuff like that. If you want to cycle, we'll provide you with a bicycle, with the Swapfiets, and if it breaks down, we'll either repair it on site or we'll swap it for a new working one. Mm-hmm. And indeed, we do see people upgrading bikes, sometimes also downgrading if you feel like moving from an e-bike to a pedal bike is a downgrade. But it's easy to do within the subscription, and it's also a low threshold for people to start cycling. For myself, for example, I'm from Amsterdam, I grew up with cycling. But we learned that, at least here in the UK and specifically London, that like 2/3 of the adults don't feel confident with riding, cycling through the city centre, through towns. So for us, of course, there was a clear signal to say, okay, how can we, well, if we want to develop the cycling culture, how can we contribute? And this is so today and tomorrow we have the cycling school for beginners, but also more advanced riders, to get to know a bit more. To get a bit more confidence in cycling through the city.
One of the things about your bikes is they're sort of geared in the European way, so when you pedal backwards, True. That is how you brake. Yeah. There's only one brake, it's the front brake, and then it's a backwards pedal, which is as confusing. I think
I do realize it's you have to get too used to it, right? I also would like to, from my perspective, it also feels a bit more safe, the back pedal brake, because your legs are stronger than your hands, and you also have your hands to the steering wheel, so you can, use that to maneuver in a safe way. We aim to provide sustainable products as well in a circular way, and that therefore standardization is very important. So most of our bikes have similar parts. Are developed in a similar way, so we use less resources to maintain them, to keep them a long lifetime. So that's why we have the same bikes throughout all the countries where we're active.
What counts as a breakdown? If we get a puncture, can we come in and have it fixed?
Yeah, so kind of everything that prevents you from cycling. So could be theft, could be indeed a puncture, could be some involvement where you parked your car and parked your bike and a car ran into it, those kind of things. It could be anything. We just want to have you enjoy the benefits of cycling, but we don't want to have you experience the downside of owning a bike. And so we have 2 locks, the ring lock and the chain lock. It's a flexible chain lock. You usually see a lot of U-locks here. But the flexible chain lock provides a bit more flexibility to lock it in the right way. And then the second range of defense, so to say, is we have our e-bikes equipped with GPS trackers. So when a bike goes missing and a member mentioned that to us, we can activate the GPS tracker and then try to relocate or locate the bike and find it back.
What are some of people's reservations about getting on a bicycle? What are some of the things that they're
here in UK, you mean?
Nervous about, uncomfortable with?
Yeah, so in general it's anxious about cycling, but it's different things. It could be what are the rules? How do I need to signal where I'm going and both cycle in a safe way? The cars can go quite fast, of course, and as a cyclist you're much slower, so it can feel intimidating. That's also why we now use the e-bikes specifically today in the school, because the e-bikes provide a bit more speed to come along with the traffic. And my personal experience was that actually felt safer than a regular pedal bike. The more you cycle, the more people get experience with it and lose the anxiousness. And after London, we see other cities as potential growth markets. So we are in touch with the city of Birmingham, with the city of Manchester. We're looking towards Oxford, Cambridge, but to be honest, there's no detailed rollout plan yet. I think later this year we will visit those cities and also talk to the local governments to see what's happening in the cycling ecosystem in those cities. But for now we're focused still on London, and well, signs are positive. I think we are in good contact with the city, members are happy, so if this goes on we will keep on expanding the blue tire in the UK.